racing car, do you?
I sleep in a big bed with my wife.
Fucking goals.
This used to be so good.
Get fucking wrecked. Hey guys, and welcome to the latest episode of the Up Relay podcast. This week we're on episode 36. My name is Scott Ellis. I'm joined here, as always, with Tim McGavick. What's going on, Tim? You gonna stay awake tonight?
Classic Tim. I'm pretty exhausted.
Nice.
But I will do my best to get pumped up for this episode.
Also here is Tyler Switolski.
I have a super amount of energy right now.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm loving this.
You don't sleep.
I don't,
Right.
which is one day I'm just going to crash.
Oh, wow.
And also here is Adam Franey.
I am actually hyped. Just got my second win. We're recording a little late, but I'm ready.
All right. Let's run down the topics we're going to discuss on this week's podcast. We're going to do our last seen movies. I'm going to start off with that. We're also going to do our review of the week. And this week it is 10 Cloverfield Lane. The sequel to Cloverfield, I guess. We'll get into it later.
Let's do it. No one really knows.
We'll we'll get into it. We got a bunch of news topics to discuss this week also, including the latest Civil War trailer, some Ghostbusters news, and a few other trailers, so we're going to get into that later. And if you guys do want to skip ahead to any of those topics, you can go in the description box below on YouTube and click on any of the timestamps, and then you can skip ahead. And also, if you guys do like our videos, don't forget to like, comment in the comment section, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So, without further ado, let's jump into our last scenes.
Oh,
Tim.
I'll go first.
Tim with
just
the energy.
jumped.
I have a greasy last scene for you boys. I
Do you now?
explained
It's the only
to
kind.
Adam earlier why.
But not to me.
Or me. What the fuck?
I did not see a new movie this week,
Oh, that is
What
crazy.
the
That's...
fuck?
so I have to review one that I saw
Is
2
this
weeks
Switty
ago.
from episode 2?
Half of Avatar?
Half of Avatar,
episode
directed
one.
by James Cameron. 2 weeks ago,
Ugh.
I saw a little movie that Adam has last seen before.
Oh, God.
The Voices.
Oh.
I'll just go through it quick. Directed by Marjane Satrapi, who directed Persepolis, which is based off a graphic novel about an Iranian girl.
I believe that was actually my last scene.
Was it your last scene?
Yes.
I thought it was Adam's last scene.
Yeah, it was Scott's.
Oh, you just watched it like the next day.
I did see it and told you about
shit.
it. But that was in reality, not on this.
Pull yourself
Scott's
together,
last
man.
scene. It's even greasier. Written by Michael R. Perry, starring Ryan Reynolds, Gemma Arterton, Anna Kendrick, and Jackie Weaver. I don't think I left anyone out. That's about it. Pretty dark.
Pretty dark.
Also, Ryan
dark.
Gosling. Not Ryan Gosling, Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Gosling would have been interesting.
Ooh.
Ryan Reynolds voices a cat and a dog, hence the voices. He
Yes.
hears things from his cat and his dog. They're kind of like the good devil, or the devil and the angel on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Awesome voice work. The cat, you can tell, is Ryan Reynolds. The dog, though, is just like this mopey voice. It's hilarious. It's so,
Also done by Ryan Reynolds? Huh?
yeah,
Okay.
it's great.
I didn't believe that it was Reynolds, the dog. I knew the cat.
The dog's name is too. It's great. It sounds like it sounds familiar. Like you feel like it would have been the voice work by some other actor,
Right.
but I don't know. Dark movie.
Yeah, when I did my review, I said it was pretty dark. You
was-
guys agree with that statement?
Yeah.
After seeing it, after
That ending is hilarious, though.
I... Oh.
What, like,
You sing
the
half
credits?
the song? Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing.
I watched this at my brother's house, and we were like debating about watching it, and then his wife and my girlfriend were interested in watching it because it's Ryan Reynolds, and I had to be like, no, you guys won't like this
it's
movie.
not.
Like I hadn't seen it. I was like, no, we're not watching this with you. You guys won't like it at all. You're gonna make it turns off in like 5 minutes, and then in about first 10 minutes in, Ryan Reynolds like slices a deer's throat. I'm like, told you guys.
Yeah.
So
Emily begged me
suffice
to
it
turn
to
off.
say, they did not watch it. But me
They
and my brother
couldn't watch
both
the
watched
rest of
it.
it?
They didn't even make it that far.
Really?
Yeah.
You made the right choice,
They
Tim.
made the right choice. I liked it. I'm gonna go with light 4 on it. I thought it was quite dark.
Light 4.
Not
That's
as
more than I
funny as I thought it would be. I thought it'd be like
No.
more of a comedy, but it's pretty much straight drama. There's a few funny parts here and there, but
It's
I
sort
thought
of
it was funny.
it's sort of funny in the sort of absurdity of some of the situations, I
Yeah.
guess. But
It's not like a roll.
it's
on
not
the
like
floor.
it's not like a laugh.
I also like the
laugh comedy.
style it's shot in, where like it's kind of a spoiler. Like some of it is shot like really like super clean looking.
Super happy,
Yeah, and then
Colorful.
super dark.
then you see like that same setting, I guess would be the best way of saying it, in like a much different tone, and you find out why it looks completely different. And it's pretty cool. I like
It's
it.
done in a cool way for
Yeah.
sure.
I felt like the comedy was well done, but I don't know if you agree. I found myself like thinking it was too dark to laugh. I was still like disturbed
Yeah,
from some of the previous dark shit that I couldn't laugh. I just felt like dirty.
Well, I've got to check this out.
Yeah, it's made for you, man.
Yeah.
You can relate a lot to Ryan Reynolds in it.
Oh god,
Wait till you
much
see
you.
it.
you'll understand
Okay.
when you see it.
Okay, I'm definitely. This is going booting it to the top of my watch list.
so tomorrow I'm actually gonna watch a movie I haven't seen before.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
That no one last seen?
Ideally, yeah.
No problem.
That's usually my rule.
Ideally.
That's it.
Alright.
It's Tim's
All right.
last scene.
There's the door. Get out.
Who wants to jump in next with their last scene?
I'll jump in with my last scene.
Tyler.
Sorry, Adam.
No,
What do
I
you got?
don't give a
I
shit.
got okay. So let me explain.
Let me preface.
Oh,
So-
I'd never like to hear
Folks,
that.
he has no notes or
Yeah.
phone open.
Understand?
He's just winging this one.
I'm winging this one, guys.
Freestyling this.
So I like to try and tie my last scenes into something that we're doing this week. Often comes out a little looser than I'd like. This is pretty loose.
It's common for you, isn't it?
Pretty loose. It's just hanging out there. It's all loose. I watched. Actually, you know what? Here, I'll give the synopsis first.
Yeah, give us a synopsis.
Yeah.
Let's
So-
tease us a little bit.
Yeah. During World War II, the Nazis steal countless pieces of art and hide them away.
Oh god.
This can't be good.
Some over-the-hill scholars,
John Goodman.
historians, architects,
Monument Man.
and other experts form a unit to retrieve as many of the stolen masterpieces as possible. The mission becomes even more urgent when the team learns that Hitler's Nero decree, which orders destruction of the artwork, if the Third Reich falls. Caught in a race against time, the men risk their lives to protect some of mankind's greatest achievements.
Nice.
I'm talking about...
National treasure.
No, actually, National Treasure was better than this.
You don't say.
2014's The Monuments Men,
Yes.
with a huge A-list cast and a C-list outcome.
Result?
Yeah. This movie was just bad.
I've heard it's pretty dull.
It was.
Like nothing happens.
It was, like, in a time where there was so much happening, to have so little happen was really depressing.
Who's in the cast? It's like George Clooney.
Oh,
huge.
it's huge.
George Clooney.
Matt Damon, Bill Murray, Kate Blanchett, John Goodman, Bob, I've always missed this guy, Balaban?
Bob Balaban.
Fuck.
Yeah. Like, huge actors. And this movie, I think it was directed by George Clooney, if I'm not wrong.
I think so, yeah.
And
that's why.
yeah, directed by George Clooney. And it was just not good.
Ah, that's why.
That's why it wasn't good.
Like, this
an
just
actor
adds
directing.
more to the list of, like, I'm trying to remember what makes George Clooney such a great actor. It's like, what has he done?
You don't remember because he's like never done an amazing movie
Right?
that I've seen.
But, like, people can't stop talking about him.
Ill-informed.
I have seen The American, and I think he
I've
was
heard
great
The
in
American. Like, that's the only thing I've heard that has had positive reviews.
Really?
Like, this is sitting at a 31% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Ooh, Clune.
Yeah.
He was good in that one scene in The Thin Red Line.
And that's it. Writing wise, nothing special. Like, they could have done so much more with this. Like, this is based off a true story.
How does it tie into Cloverfield Lane?
John Goodman's in it. That's it.
Literally it.
Yeah.
I thought that was it. I just wanted to hear you say that.
Yeah. I tried to find stuff with J.J. Abrams. There's nothing on Netflix. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, whom I love. Nothing on Netflix.
You could have watched Death Proof.
I did not know she was in Death Proof until now.
I still
wearing a
can't believe it.
schoolgirl outfit.
So after this, I'm going home to watch Death Proof.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you will.
Does it make you feel better that Clooney like made fun of this movie?
If he did, I'm very glad about it because at least he acknowledges that it was not good.
That's
What did he say about it?
I like him as a person. I think he's a really overrated actor, and I don't think he's deserving to be like the face of Hollywood like he is.
He is.
But I think he's a really funny guy.
Yeah.
He said
Maybe not today. Maybe not now. But like maybe like 5-6 years ago, like you could not think about Hollywood without George Clooney's face being.
I'd say even now, just for
Yeah?
like casual movie people, he's like the first. Like if you
You say
name an
Clooney,
actor,
like, you know, instantly. Everyone knows
Yeah.
who George Clooney is.
Yeah.
But he wrote like a fake angry letter to some magazine for not being sexiest man alive in 2014, and it was like obviously like all a joke, but it was
Yeah.
hilarious. He was like, "This is outrageous. How could you trump me, George Clooney, like 2-time or 3-time sexiest man alive? Is it because of Monument Men? Is that what it is?" Like it was amazing.
You know what? That makes me feel really good.
Me too, but the movie still shits.
There was like 1 or 2 scenes that were bearable, and it was
Ruthless.
Oh,
One or
it
two
was-
scenes were
Holy
terrible.
fuck.
It was Bill. Like there was nothing. Like you didn't feel anything for the
I haven't seen
characters. Like there was nothing there.
Bill Murray, no, not
Bill
funny.
Murray was the only one. Like Bill Murray had 2 scenes that I thought were very good, and that was it.
Because they like became BFF from this movie.
Did they?
He brought him to his wedding, Bill Murray. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And they're like super close now.
Wow.
So like it was.
So something good came of it.
Yeah, like at least a friendship was born. Because I'll tell you, a good movie was not.
Was not had.
Yeah.
What's
What
the
would you rate
rating?
this?
If I was gonna rate this puppy, I'd have to give it a light 2.
Ooh,
Light 2.
vicious.
Sounds high.
No, it's really not. It's just because they got a nice A-list there. I got to see Bill Murray, which is kind of cool because I liked seeing him.
Is at least 2 stars. Reals. I'm sorry. Reals.
You're
You're off.
You're off the podcast.
We'll just give it a mid 2, Tim. Jeez. Yeah, I'm giving it like a light 2, and that's only because I enjoyed seeing Bill Murray and
The clone.
George Clooney had a killer mustache. Other than that, that was it.
All right.
Yeah.
Adam.
Well then, moving right along.
Yeah. What do you got for us this week?
Save it, please. Save.
Well,
You watched something good this week?
I watched something this week.
Oh, shit.
Don't know how to quantify good or bad. I watched 2015's The Lobster. Perhaps you've heard of it.
Oh.
Rated
Yeah,
R.
you did.
IMDb listed as a comedy, drama, romance. I would say comedy, drama, romance, sci-fi. Little
Okay.
subtle sci-fi elements here. In a
Very
dystopian
subtle.
near future, single people, according to the laws of the city, are taken to the hotel, where they are obliged to find a romantic partner in 45 days, or are transformed into beasts and sent off into the woods. Yes,
Bizarre.
Yeah.
Yes, Ty, you heard me correctly. Into the woods. Mostly unknowns in the cast.
Now I want to watch Into the Woods.
Mostly unknowns. I'm sorry. What?
Colin Farrell is the lead. He's the only big name actor.
John C. Reilly.
Ben
Whishaw. Rachel Weisz.
Oh,
Come on.
they were
Did
not
you watch this movie?
showing in my memory banks.
Oh my god.
Rachel Weisz, yes.
You saw the movie, right?
Wow, that's so weird. On IMDb, they go through 10 actors before they list John C. Reilly and Ben Whishaw. That's insane. From what I remember. Directed and written by Yorgos Lanthimos. Did a movie called Dogtooth that I
Nailed
guess
that
fucked
pronunciation.
up. I haven't seen it.
It's fucked up.
Perfect.
I've seen it.
Well, he didn't break suit because The Lobster is fucked.
Yeah, it is.
I like The Lobster, but like it's one of those movies that I should see it 2 or 3 times because I don't even know what happened to my body and mind. It's just the most bizarre like experience of my life, which I like. I love like original weird movies. It was pretty like both shockingly funny and shockingly dark and disturbing. Like John C. Reilly, I thought was pretty funny. He has a lisp in it. And he's just like talking like this the entire time. And I don't know, that alone just killed me.
It's pretty gold.
Seeing John C. Reilly like talk like that is amazing. But like just that his character in itself, there's a scene where the owners of the hotel are like extremely strict and, you know, I guess like psychotic basically, right? Scott's seen it.
I've seen it also, yeah.
And masturbation is strictly off limits. It's like punishable by torture.
Fuck it.
So they find out that he's done this, and he's like, no, no, it was an accident, I swear. I swear. And they're like, give us your hand. And he's in like lunch in like the cafeteria, holds his hand out. The owner of the hotel just drops a toaster on the table, hand in the fucking toaster.
What?
And they like crank down the lever and just hold his hand in there. And he's like, "Ah!" They're trying to pull it out and they're just holding his hand in. Yeah. The hand that he,
It's like
uses.
the worst hotel ever.
Yeah.
Great customer service.
Vicious. Colin Farrell is hilarious in it. He's got the best dad bod ever. Just
Amazing dad
just
bod.
a big old barrel on him.
Is he
Nice
rocking an
mustache.
Irish or American?
Irish, the
Irish?
native tongue.
Sweet. So you actually, I'm guessing he did a good job acting in this then.
I was right about to say his
Yeah.
performance is great
Yeah.
because he uses his natural.
Is that a
accent.
thing? Every time
Yeah,
he's American?
he's kind of when he's American, he's usually pretty bad.
You guys didn't like Total Recall?
Yeah, so
So the Lobster.
as I was
So
saying,
moving on.
he just went full dad mode. He has the stash, like comb over, beer gut, very awkward, like
They're like asking
nerdy.
questions to like
Oh,
to get in
when he's
They ask
signing
him-
in?
Yeah,
oh my God! They're like,
amazing.
okay, sir, do you want to check in under heterosexual, bisexual, or homosexual? He's like, well, I don't know. I once had a homosexual experience in college. Does that qualify? She's like, sir, what's it gonna be?
You have to
Like,
pick one.
You have to pick one.
There's no option for two.
Okay, I want to be heterosexual then. It's just like awkward dad, like nerd, as he's like taking his shoes off to like check in, and yeah, just obviously a bizarre concept. Like, I love these like indie sci-fi movies because I'm sure they don't have the big effects scenes because they can't. It's budget hiding, but it works because like
Even with this one, it's not like that was. It was a part of it, like them, it's people transforming, but like it wasn't like a huge part of it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
it was always
wasn't-
like a side note.
Yeah.
Like that's not what's important.
Yeah.
But if this was a big Hollywood movie, they'd like bring the camera into the transformation room and like CGI like weird transmorphic scene, right? In this, it reminded me like Wes Anderson. It's a door with red letters saying transformation room. And they walk in, shut the door, come out as an animal or whatever.
Yeah.
I love stuff like that.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is ridiculous. You have to see it.
I did love the one thing I like because I like this movie as well.
Yeah. I like it. If you
I
can
like
tell.
the type of humor, like how the characters say the most like messed up things with such a deadpan, like straight face
Yeah.
that you're just like, what? Like I can't. I'm trying to remember, but just a lot of the things that happen, especially with like the woman that works for the hotel, like the hostess lady, like the things involved with her, and like, oh, it's ridiculous. And even like Rachel Weisz and him talking together, like the things they say, it's just ridiculous.
Like the banter or just those
Yeah, just the conversations that they have. Just the most bizarre like things that they say. I don't
Kind
know.
of Wes Anderson-y.
Yeah.
Like the awkward quirkiness of it. And everyone's very dry and they kind of pause and give you a minute to like feel uncomfortable. Like
Yeah.
they'll deliver a line and then they hold on it. And you're just like squirming in your chair like, oh God.
Yeah.
Definitely was much like The Voices, surprised at how dark it was. Like,
Pretty, yeah.
there's death in it. There's like violent, like gory deaths that go
Especially
down.
in,
In it.
like, with Farrell's brother. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? Yeah.
No comment.
Now, is Farrell the lead in this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, right? You would say
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the lead.
Ben Whishaw has a big part in this too, or no?
I wouldn't say
Oh,
big.
part.
He's a side
He had
character.
a pretty hilarious moment though when he hits his head off the table.
Oh my God. Yeah, basically like the rules of the hotel is you have to be like a tangible match for a partner to prove that you should be together. It's the only way you can like get out. So the girl he likes has chronic nosebleeds, right?
Yeah.
So he wants to
He
fake
like fakes it.
wants to fake nosebleeds. So like Colin Farrell's like, I know you've been faking the nosebleeds, and he just literally bashes his face off a table.
He's just like straight face, just sitting there, and he pauses for a second, and then he just proceeds to smash his
Bang.
face on the side table like 5 times in a row, and just gets a bloody nose.
Okay, is it bleeding? He's like, yes. You just see the blood like trickle down his like face. It's fucked.
Does he punch himself in the face later on, or is that?
I don't remember.
I feel like that happened.
And like when they're when they're hunting the people in slow mo, the scene that introduces you to that, hilarious. They like people that like defect from the hotel and try to run away. They have like the inhabitants of the hotel like hunt them down with tranquilizer darts. So there's like a slow motion scene of like Colin Farrell like running through the woods, and people like
full dad bod.
Yeah, full dad bod, like slipping and falling. Like his dockers are like sliding in the mud, and he's like trying to shoot, and he's just like missing everyone. It's amazing. Then Wishaw's like screaming, running, like in slow mo, just like.
This is amazing. I haven't seen this movie, but the picture you just painted in my mind, like I want this to be forever, like my desktop wallpaper, like that. Like that sounds like the best thing ever.
I wanted your take on it because it's outrageous. Overall, I'd give it a heavy 3, I think, and that could go up. Like I'm still the ending. The plot takes certain directions that like are foggy to me because it's so like abstract and like strange.
I will say I completed his filmography today, watching Yorgos Lanthimos. He only's done 3 films.
Right.
First was Dogtooth, followed it up with a movie called Alps, and then he did The Lobster. The Lobster is probably the most like commercial, which is of his 3 films. Which when I say that, and you've seen The Lobster,
I've seen The Lobster.
Can you even imagine Dogtooth and Alps?
No,
they're just. It's unfathomable.
If The Lobster is him like reining it in and trying to do like a Hollywood movie, I'm scared for Dogtooth.
The other ones are just way off. So then, now that I'm thinking back to Lobster, like I think I enjoyed Lobster even more now.
Right.
That I've seen the other ones.
Exactly.
So I don't know. That's not how I feel.
Do you agree? Like heavy 3? You liked it?
Yeah, I might even say light 4.
Ooh, light 4.
Light 4.
Big diff.
Oh,
very slight difference.
That's a pretty.
But I definitely enjoyed it. There's a couple moments where the one moment where I just broke down and started just laughing was when the people that went away when they have the headphones and they listen to techno music,
the EDM dance thing.
But they're all wearing the headphones and they're all just in the forest like dancing silently. It's like the funniest thing.
It like delves into the defectors like and how they live their life, and they're like, so that we don't go insane, we have dance parties with electronic dance music. And it cuts to it, and they each have their own like headphones with like Walkman, so there's no music playing, and you just see each of them individually dancing in the woods. It's amazing.
Okay,
that was pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
So for those random moments of like humor, like I don't know, like, just overall
playing limited right now in the theater. Go see it. Go support.
Yeah. Probably in downtown Toronto, probably TIFF.
Yeah.
Bell Lightbox or College.
If you're in Toronto.
Something like that. But.
Or probably major cities, like 1 theater per city.
Yeah. Alright, I guess I'll jump in with my last scene. If you don't mind.
Please. Be my guest.
Mine's a little bit more of a direct tie-in.
I knew it!
Yes, you did!
I knew it! It was too perfect for you.
It was.
Yeah, it was too perfect.
Like, that you hadn't seen it, made it too perfect.
Directed by Matt Reeves.
Who?
The movie I watched was Cloverfield.
Oh, okay. I'm kidding.
Big surprise. Big surprise. This movie came out in 2008, starring Michael Stahl-David, T.J. Miller.
It's in year's Dark Knight.
2008. It's been that fucking long.
2008.
I forgot T.J. Miller was in this.
Yep, so did I.
T.J. Miller, Jessica Lucas, Lizzie Kaplan.
Oh, wow.
Odette Annable.
Couple diamonds in the rough
also.
there.
So this movie is all shot with handycam. I guess did this start the trend of that, or
I think it revived it. Yeah,
Blair Witch started it.
Yeah, Blair Witch.
It wasn't a trend though. Blair Witch was like the only one at that time.
Yeah, for a while.
Yeah,
and then this revived it.
There's been a couple like horror movies like that that's come since then, but
this was completely shot in handycam, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It never abandons that concept.
Yeah. T.J. Miller does most of the filming.
Right.
So this movie sort of follows this group of friends during an attack on New York City, and it just sort of follows their survival. And one of the characters, he sort of has this relationship with this girl, and they're at this movie starts, they're at a party, and she sort of leaves the party, and then he tries to meet up with her, and tries to find her and save her during the attack, basically. And that's sort of the impetus for the plot, is sort of him going back to try and find her. I actually enjoyed this movie. You know what? When it first came out, when this movie came out back in 2008, I had no desire to see it at all.
Ruthless.
I don't know. It just, I wasn't. It didn't grab me at all. You know, I didn't have any desire. And now, like you guys have seen it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I love it.
Saw it in
Thank you.
theaters.
You guys
and I
Saw it
own
in the
it.
theater twice.
You guys like it, which I still, even like last week, I was like, I don't know. Like, do I want to see this movie?
Really?
Like, still, like Handycam, blah. But I watched it and I actually really enjoyed it. I was surprised. I thought the Handycam would have been like too like jarring, but now I've seen enough movies now that doesn't affect me like maybe it would have like back then. I don't know. I really liked how that tonal shift of like in the first like 20 minutes maybe of the movie is them just. It's like a regular like drama, like they're just
Yeah, the first
it's a
1 minute is like
relationship thing.
a party, it's like a going away party. So like the camera guy's just going around trying to find like,
Getting
people to say like,
testimonials
yeah,
and stuff?
exactly, and then takes that turn.
takes a turn for the worst.
It's like a nice character. I was just gonna say character building like piece for the 20 minutes. Like, and it's like a fun, creative way to do it. You know.
Yeah, and I felt like the way that they like I find a lot of these types of movies is like found footage films.
Mm-hmm.
The method in which they're filming, like it doesn't seem like believable half the time. Like, okay, why are you filming this?
Right.
Like, for example, a lot of the Paranormal Activity movies.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Wait, why are you filming all this?
Why is there a security camera pointed at your bed? Like all these things that you
like
see.
all these excessive like camera work involved. But this was done in such a way that it actually like made sense. Like I totally understood why they were filming, and it didn't take me out of it.
That's why
like
I was begging you to watch it because it's like well done.
It felt like this is
it's not schlock.
This is like the way that's done well, as opposed to like all the
Blair
imposters
Witches
and stuff like that that have come after it. I did really like T.J. Miller's sort of like charisma in it. I don't know, like
I can't believe
following
that's TJ
him
Miller.
and his like little quips and jokes and stuff.
Yeah.
Like he's a great. Actually, I actually laughed at certain points when when the surprise monster was like attacking and spoilers. Then when the soldiers were like attacking and it was like bombs going off and like stuff flying, and he's just like screaming like, "Oh my god!" Like it's just I don't know, just the way he was.
It's his voice.
He was screaming like at the top of his lungs, and it just killed me. Like I just started
picture
laughing.
that.
It was too good. There was some surprising moments also of like surprise like deaths. Not to spoil anything, but when certain characters get axed, it was definitely an interesting turn that I didn't see coming. I didn't see it coming. Like it was surprising. The one thing that I didn't love was the actual like monster itself.
Ooh,
Yeah.
vicious.
The CG and everything involved with that, and
In
the actual look.
like throughout the movie,
Yeah.
or like the big reveal. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, because you don't see it in full, really. And then you get, like, the one shot of it, like, face on.
Yeah.
And it has, like, the...
That's why I've been scared to go back. I'm scared the
breathing
effects
sacks
aren't
and
good.
stuff.
Because there's a bunch of scenes like in the middle where the monster is just parading through the city.
Yeah,
I
that's
see
what
from
I'm
a
saying. Is that
distance.
what you're talking about? Or
Yeah.
just all of it?
Yeah, it just looked dated a little bit.
Ah, that's what I'm afraid of. Shit.
And yeah, the full like frontal thing wasn't great.
Full frontal nudity.
Yeah, full frontal alien.
I remember it like seeing it through like the middle, like you see like little clips here, like little, not even like a reveal, just like
Yeah,
quick
like
little
signs,
sides.
little flashes.
I remember like that
Stomp.
I really actually like I liked that, but then like once like you said, like once you saw it like head on, it was just like, this is it. Like this is.
I think everyone had that feeling, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like.
And I don't know if it was that obvious, but I don't know if there's like theories now, like what it actually is. Like what's.
Well, I've gone.
Is there an
deep.
official thing, or is it just all hearsay?
I feel like
Alien is the.
Like it was an alien attack.
Alien is the main common theory. I don't think anyone's ever like confirmed anything. JJ might have confirmed actually, but
Interesting.
there's
Because like the characters are speculating during the movie as to what it could be.
I don't know
TJ
if you
Miller
would have
has some
noticed.
funny-
Have you looked at like anything about it?
I haven't looked at anything.
Well, there's a scene where when he's showing footage of his girlfriend at Coney Island.
Yeah.
Do you know about this? The satellite falling.
It was what in the background?
Yeah.
I did
Do you know
not
what I'm
notice
talking
that at
about? Okay.
all.
So there's if you watch it, there's like a black like dot that falls like in the very
How
far
could you-
distance.
That's like such an
It's the
Easter
last
egg.
scene in the movie.
Is it the last scene?
Yeah.
Was it the last like shot?
Last shot.
Oh, okay.
Did you see that black dot fall at
So-
night with a handycam?
No, it's during the day.
It was during the
Okay.
day, thankfully.
The story is that
I'll have to rewatch
that was real. That was actually a part of satellite that they happened to catch on film falling, and JJ like saw it and was like, "No, we're leaving that in the movie," and that's like the origin of the monster. It's
Wow,
like
that seems so convenient.
it's insane.
Too
Yeah,
perfect.
it's fucking insane.
That's
So
crazy.
Cloverfield actually happened? Is what you're telling me?
Yeah, you guys
Wow,
didn't know?
what's that?
It's found footage. They all
No, but
actually-
apparently the satellite falls, and falls and like wakes up the monster that's been sleeping in the water or something like that?
I was unclear. I don't.
The
I
attacks from the ocean.
Yeah, from what I
Yes.
understood,
Yeah.
it was like a alien like baby or something was
Ah.
attached to the satellite, and it fell into
okay.
the ocean floor,
Yeah,
and
the
then
fetus.
this drilling company drills into the ocean floor and wakes it up, and it goes on
Yeah,
a
what's-
rampage.
Did I miss the actual reason for the name
Turning
Cloverfield?
point.
Was
That's just the code name of the monster, I think, is what they name it.
code name?
Yeah.
There's some.
Because that wasn't explained in the film.
No.
I remember looking it up at the time.
I was like, wait, why? I thought there would be like a reason.
well, this is kind of spoiler.
Don't say
Okay.
it. Don't say it.
Okay.
No,
well,
no, we're not allowed to spoil.
I'll tell you off the air, but there's like yeah, there's kind of
There's some added
Yeah.
information available.
And like that stuff I was saying wasn't spoiler. Like obviously you don't know this from watching the movie that the satellite had like an alien on board or whatever.
Yeah,
Right.
And they're intentionally keeping it ambiguous. I think.
Ambiguous. Yeah.
Yeah. Overall, though, I definitely enjoyed this movie. The one thing it did, because I actually watch some vlogs, some people that vlog on YouTube, and like their day-to-day like videos and stuff like that. And the first half of the movie just really reminded me of that. Like I watched some people, and I can imagine it's
It
the way they
actually-
film. Like
yeah.
it just felt like real.
Familiar.
I don't know.
Like actually, like it felt like it was proper.
Yeah,
Authentic.
Yeah.
definitely. So for that and for the twists and turns, like I'm gonna go light 4.
Nice.
Yeah, light 4 to 5.
Well done.
Thank you.
I definitely
Finally.
enjoyed
This one, I definitely have to give this one a rewatch. I saw it when it first came out, and I haven't seen it since then.
8 years ago.
Yeah, 8 years ago.
8 years
Yeah.
ago.
So that's definitely due a rewatch.
Currently sitting at 77% on Rotten Tomatoes as well.
Oh, it's rocking a lot better than Monument Defense. I'll tell you that. It's at a crisp 31.
Let's move on then into our review of the week, and that is 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Whoa.
Whoa! Imagine that tie-in. Directed by Dan Trachtenberg, starring Mary Elizabeth Winestead, John Goodman, tie-in, and John Gallagher Jr. Produced by J.J. Abrams, as well as Damien Chazelle, who did Whiplash.
Yeah.
Also had a hand in the script. Tim, you got a little synopsis for us?
Yeah, I do have a synopsis for you. I just gotta pull it up from my memory banks here. After a car accident, Michelle wakes up in a bunker where man Walter tells her that a chemical attack has wiped out all humans. Initially, Michelle doesn't believe Walter, but as days tick by, she discovers that there may be more to Walter and his story than he's letting on.
That Tim Nopsis though.
That's perfect.
Get hype.
Yeah.
10 Cloverfield Lane. Currently sitting at 90% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Ooh.
So much higher than the original Cloverfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we think of 10 Cloverfield Lane, guys? Anyone want to start off with their general thoughts? Tim?
We just saw it, so I'm still letting it digest a little bit. Things I liked. I liked John Goodman. I thought he was great. I
That's
liked
great.
John Gallagher Jr. I thought he was great as well.
Yes.
And I liked Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Yeah, you did.
She was also very
So
good.
acting is
Acting was good in this.
a positive.
Yeah.
All right, Tyler.
I'm Tim. John Goodman, I thought was amazing in this. Like
He was pretty great
At first, okay. Well,
compared to
yeah, you're right. Sorry, yeah, he was pretty
Compared
good.
compared to
Monuments
Monuments Men.
Yeah, compared to Monuments Men, yeah, he was like fucking star child compared to Monuments Men. I couldn't get a read on John Goodman first. Like, you know, like he was kind of quirky at first, and then like
Pretty quirky.
as it went on and on, it's just like he kept getting weirder and weirder. But like, it was a character that I couldn't put my thumb on. But I never stopped laughing at like anything he did.
He did have some humorous moments.
Yeah,
for sure.
like not like in a bad like character slipping kind of way. Like it was unbelievable as a character, but like the way they wrote it and the way he portrayed it was perfectly hilarious.
Yeah, because you do
Surprisingly
laugh.
humor.
Like, you don't laugh when he gets angry.
No,
Because a lot of people, like, when they act angry, like this is
overact.
laughable.
They tend to overact.
He's a pretty serious dude when he gets mad. But then it's just, like, the little moments after that where, like, he puts on, like, a little smile. They're just like, oh, my God.
he's
what the
grinning.
fuck,
It's
this
just like,
guy's
why are
fucked.
you grinning right now?
Yeah.
You look like a child.
Adam, positives on... Or just general thoughts.
Okay.
How about
Tim.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead? How was she?
Well,
Mm. Mm-hmm.
let me think here. I loved it. I love this movie.
You
I'm
loved it.
Still digesting, as Tim said, where the plot goes a bit. I'm not sure. I know that I loved it. One of the most like suspenseful, intense experiences I've had in movie theater in a very long time.
I'd agree with that.
I was literally on the edge of my seat, like literally biting my nails off, just like terrified, like with suspense. And yeah, I liked the performances. I wasn't like blown away, but like everyone was fine. No one was bad.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, all three of the actors and actress were good. John Goodman was unintentionally hilarious.
Yeah,
Just how
in a good way.
In a good way, yeah,
Yeah.
nothing about it.
Yeah.
How seriously he takes himself. Like, he sits down and, like, gets his puzzle out and just has that, like...
Sit here, I'm gonna do my puzzle.
and just, like, looking up
Right,
every once in a
puzzles.
while. It's just amazing. He's amazing. Sully.
Yeah, I liked 10 Cloverfield Lane.
I call him Sully, yes.
True. He is silly.
You didn't love 10 Cloverfield?
I don't know. Yeah, again with you guys, I'm kind of digesting it. I can't. There's certain problems I have with it, certain things I don't like about it, but yet I was at the edge of my seat the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely, yeah, you're right. The suspense and the sort of the thriller aspect to it,
Wonderment.
and the twists and turns that the plot takes, for the most part, were surprising to me.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't see it coming. And I intentionally left myself in the dark going into this movie. I didn't want to know anything going in. Just that, somehow it tied into Cloverfield. In whatever way. I didn't expect it to be a huge tie-in. But, yeah, definitely enjoyed. I did really like the opening title card sequence there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that was intense.
With the car
Yes.
crash.
Oh my
I could
God,
tell the
I
whole
forgot
theater
about
was
that.
like laughing because they were so like shocked
Yeah.
Yeah.
at it.
I heard people like, what the fuck is happening?
Just that editing
You
with
can't do that.
putting in the title cards like that. I thought that was
Yeah,
I
great.
completely
Smash
lost
cut to
it.
like complete silence.
Yeah.
Right.
It's always such an
Paramount Pictures
awkward.
presents.
I don't know, like this weird
Association with
feeling
Paramount Productions.
whenever they do
Yeah.
smash cuts like
Yeah.
that.
the old
It's jarring.
T-bone
It's jarring.
surprise.
Like,
Very
you can
jarring.
feel it.
I lost it when that happened. Like that was.
Yeah, you almost died.
It wasn't. It was.
Grab my hand.
It was a very emotional. Tim, they just did this right at the gate. Like it was just there.
Well, you do have a history with car accidents.
I
so-
do. It just touched me, Adam.
and
What's
you
also probably
love
even
her.
more jarring is that first 5 minutes, there's like not much sound at all. It's mostly just score.
Yeah.
And then the first sound is
A
the
horrendous
car at the gas station.
crushing.
And then you hear the phone call briefly on one end. And then the first like actual like real like sounds you hear is like car crash.
Right.
Yeah, I
yes.
did like that sort of the directorial choices there, especially coming from a first time director.
Yeah.
which Dan Trachtenberg is.
Which is crazy.
He's only done a short film about the Portal video game.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I don't know. I
Portal.
definitely
It's a great movie.
I enjoyed the direction. Like I think he has a bright future after this movie. Just with the choices that he made, like especially that like silent opening, that really like pulled me into it. I'm like, what's going on with her character and everything, and then with the title card, the smash cuts and everything, and just sort of the surprises that come along the way of her finding out more information about her surroundings and everything.
And they didn't go a lot into the past. Like they stayed in the future. Like they didn't go into a lot about Mary Elizabeth Winstead or who's the other guy?
John Gallagher Jr.
I'm not gonna remember that. They didn't go into a lot about like his backstory. Like very little. And I was one of those moments where like, you're okay with that.
But then once they slowly sort of peel back, the onion of the story and the backstory of those characters, certain things do come to light. That sort of reveal more and more about the situation. I liked how that was a slow kind of reveal for that information. There's always like a new little nugget of information there that sort of propelled the plot forward a little bit, and sort of led the direction of the film. Anything else you guys want to point out?
I just want to jump back to the opening, the
T-bone surprise.
No, before that.
Oh,
sounds like a horrible nickname for a car accident.
Film junk invented it.
It was like just like she's on the phone like talking to. I'm assuming it's her boyfriend or whatever. Like the first,
boyfriend.
Nothing. And so it's just like silent, which is just like again like just score, right? So like it made you wonder. Like I was very excited by this. Like, you got Mary Elizabeth Winstead. She's
already very excited.
She's fresh out of a relationship. She's grabbing a bottle of scotch, and
she's your kind of girl.
I was excited to see where this was going. And then all of a sudden we're in a bunker with John Goodman, and I was like, I'm not excited about this part, but that's not where I expected this to go. But it was just this, like you said, score though was just really cool. Like they kind of faded out. It was really, really cool.
All right. Anything else you guys want to mention? Adam? Looks like you're deep into the memory banks.
I'm just trying to remember every theory about Cloverfield and connecting it to 10 Cloverfield Lane for a spoiler section. I'm not on my phone looking at them all. I'm remembering them in my memory banks.
Of course.
Definitely going to be a lot said.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
There's 3 twists that are worth mentioning, I think. Semi-twists. Are they twists? I don't want to spoil stuff. So there's 3 in particular. I'm like, okay, did not see that coming. Didn't see that coming either.
Yeah.
Did not see that coming.
There was like things that were like they came out of nowhere. It was just like, oh, okay, we're gonna go this way now.
Yeah.
There's a couple. There was a couple like double twists.
Yeah.
Maybe there's one double twist, but again, it's hard to say anything without revealing.
Yeah. This is probably people just should go see this movie. Just go out. It's probably one of the most unique movies in theaters right now.
Oh, definitely.
I mean it is the most unique movie in theaters. I was surprised by how busy it was, which is awesome. I'm sure the whole row of 14-year-old girls behind us probably didn't enjoy it that much.
Sure, they just ate it up.
It's probably
it's good.
Say the same for the guy who was watching videos on his phone.
Also, that guy that was watching videos on his phone like 2 rows up from me.
What?
That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, why didn't you guys point him out to me? I would have killed him.
Yeah.
That's a bit of an overreaction.
Literally killed him, right?
He was texting, and then at one point, I saw videos playing on his phone. I was like, "What are you doing, bud?"
Wow.
There's a big screen right in front of you. Just look up.
It's also playing a video.
It's also playing a video with sound
that you paid to see.
Do you guys want to jump into spoilers then? If you want to,
we should rate it first, Scott, like we do every other week.
Well, all right then, Tim.
Is this your
start
first
us off.
week, Scott?
Is this Scott Ellis, our new host?
Yeah. Hi. I'm Scott Ellis. Welcome to Up Real Late.
Ruthless guys.
We're gonna try that next week.
Are you gonna 5 bang it? You're gonna 5 bang it.
I want to so bad.
You saw it like an hour ago.
I can't 5 bang it because I'm not
said
sure.
Love. You said the word love.
You did throw the word love out there.
Love doesn't equate 5 bang.
Yeah,
I can love.
A tie says love, and then signs like a heavy two.
I did love it, but I will refrain from 5 banging
So 3
at this moment. It's currently a heavy 1. No, I'll go.
Sweetie surprise.
I'll go heavy 4. Fuck it. Goodbye.
Heavy 4.
Yep.
You're squirming in your own mind.
Until I
It's
decide
amazing.
on how I feel about the ending 100%. So,
That ending.
spoiler alert. Can't really say what I'm talking about.
All right.
I will say
I'm gonna give 10 Cloverfield Lane.
a 10 out of 5.
This is hard. This is a hard decision.
Yeah. Since it's so fresh still, I think.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go light 4. Light 4 out of 5.
Ruthless.
I'm going to go with a 4 for the first 90% of the movie. And then once I've decided on the last 10%, that may go up or down. I have not decided.
Okay.
But 4.
My light 4 is taking that ending into consideration.
Yeah. I'm going to...
It's like a violent room.
I'm going with a light 4
Nice.
as
Nice. Wow.
That is also subject to change.
All right. Let's jump into spoilers then, guys. You guys haven't seen the movie. Please skip ahead, because you do not want to know these twists and turns.
You will get much more enjoyment not knowing what we're
Yes.
about to talk about.
But if you have seen the film, by all means, stay with us. We got any things to mention? I guess...
Where do we begin?
How is
What
this
twists?
not...
There's 3 big twists that I alluded to.
I was going to say, how is this not a prequel to Cloverfield?
It's not a prequel. It
Is
could be a
it?
sequel.
I see prequel. I see like this is the beginning.
Perhaps.
I see this
What?
as...
No, that doesn't make sense.
I see this as like a side. It's happening concurrently. I
Okay.
guess. I think.
As the plot was going, because, okay, it's an alien invasion that has occurred. And they've been like
True.
dumping chemicals on people since burning skin and stuff. But before that we got revealed that, I was 100% convinced that this was like near New York City. I don't know why, because it clearly takes place in Louisiana. They tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so every time that something came up, I was like, okay, this ties into the attack on New York City. So when John Gallagher Jr. says there's a bright flash in the sky, I'm like, okay, this is probably happening like a few hours later, and they've nuked the monster outside of New York, and that's the flash that they see, and
Okay.
the fallout is what's fucking up
Oh yeah,
people.
they said they saw a red flash.
Yeah, I was like, they've nuked the monster, and this is like a fallout from it, and this is like what the world is now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which still could have
I did-
possibly been true, because then the aliens show up and are just super pissed that they've nuked like one of their own. Who knows?
I did entertain that idea that it could have been a nuke, like they were nuking the aliens,
Yeah.
and that's what that was from. But again, it's pretty ambiguous still, like what that is. Still not sure.
Plus, is it actually the same aliens as Cloverfield, or is it just
Because
the namesake is the same?
I'm thinking this is similar to like a Cornetto trilogy, you know, like got the same kind of feel to it, but like really it's not really connected at all.
Could be that.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of like an anthology
Yeah.
with Cloverfield, the title, just connecting them, like
Yeah.
Black Mirror
Or
series.
is it like I've never seen this show, but American Horror Story, where you got 3 or 4 different seasons where they all look like they're completely different, but then somehow they're all subtly tying in together. Who knows?
yeah, it's kind of bizarre because like after just watching Cloverfield, like I honestly didn't see any connection except the fact that there were some aliens invading, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
But the aliens themselves, they look nothing alike.
No.
No,
There's no
nothing.
similarity there at all in the way that they attack or the technology and the look, and everything is completely different.
Yeah.
So, yeah, still kind of on the fence there as to the actual tie-in aspect.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as the twists and turns that happen
Yes.
during the story, I mean, where do we even start? I mean,
I think the first twist would be you're not sure if John Goodman is telling the truth or not, and then Mary Elizabeth Winestead almost escapes, and then she runs into a lady whose skin is like burnt off
Yeah.
or burning off, and you're like, fuck, there is a chemical thing going on outside. He was not lying about it.
you kind of figure from the start, though, that he was telling the truth, and they're kind of playing off that fact.
I don't know, because I didn't know how much this would tie into Cloverfield. Like, if it was tied into Cloverfield, I assumed there's some sort of sci-fi element, so I was like, there's probably going to be some sort of thing going on, but like, I still wasn't sure. I was like, he could be lying, he could just be like, I have no idea.
But then there's, I guess I'll jump in with another twist. The fact that he, like, kidnapped and, like, murdered another girl for them.
Yeah.
Like, that was such a random, like, thing that, like, oh, okay, this is an interesting turn of events.
Psycho as well.
And he's playing it off as it's his daughter.
Yeah.
Like, that was, like, he's telling Mary Elizabeth Winestead that, like, this is my daughter who died. And it's a picture of this girl who he obviously has abducted and we're assuming murdered.
Yeah.
This is,
interesting.
Now,
it's pretty bizarre.
If we're running back to, like, where she saw the lady at the door who's got, like, melting skin and stuff like that, in my mind, I still was not trusting John Goodman. I had, like, because he had the vat of acid. So in my mind, I was thinking
before that. That happened way later.
Yeah. But, like, this is, like, we still didn't know whether or not it was an Aliens or not, like, when that happened.
He would have still had that vat of acid.
He would have, but we didn't know about it.
Yeah. So in my mind, I was like, this is like a kind of like a Home Alone kind of situation where, like, she opened the door and the vat of acid fell on her. And it was just,
I was thinking that too.
And it was just like, it barely touched me, I'm fine kind of thing.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Right? And so it's just like, maybe he's still screwing with her.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm like, that's kind of why I was thinking that.
When she popped
I
up in the window, I was like, for me, it did a great job of, like, straddling the line of, like, sci-fi or not. Like, you have two options, right? Either he's right and it's an alien invasion, or he's just psycho and they're just in farmland and he's kidnapped them, right?
Up until a certain point. Yeah.
Obviously, up until, the reveal of what it is. Aliens, it's spoiler section. But yeah, when she pops up in that window, I was like, I'm not buying it. This isn't aliens. It's a fucking escaped former kidnappee.
Yeah,
and
something's happened.
And then when the acid came out, I was like, boom.
There's where it is.
He acid shot her face.
Yeah. I was like,
but then that actually wasn't what happened, right?
And then that actually wasn't what happened. It actually was
a double.
Yeah, it was like a double fake out.
Double bluff.
Yeah.
And that's what, like, Emily saw it with us. She liked it, and she was talking about it with me in the car on the way over, and I was telling her, like, yeah, I loved how it, like, strung you along, because when he shoots the guy in the face...
That was a twist, too.
Right? Big twist.
Emmett?
Did not see that one.
For me, that's confirmation now that he's psychotic. Yeah. So I instantly, everything he said out the window, it's just a thriller about a psycho who kidnapped them.
Yeah.
And that's why the double fake out of the aliens being real, like, my jaw was, like, on the floor. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
So he's creepy and there's aliens? Fuck
me.
Fucking can't trust John Goodman.
I don't know. I still always expected that alien invasion at the end.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Right from the get-go.
I did not.
I was thinking
fake. You can't say it's a tie-in with Cloverfield Lane and then not have anything to do with aliens.
I thought it would be, like, more of a metaphorical, like John Goodman is the monster.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, Cloverfield's a monster movie with the actual monster. It's a
I feel like then if they used the name Cloverfield and there wasn't any aliens, and that was a fake out, then that would just be, I don't know, like false advertising or something.
But the art of making you think that it was the entire time, I think would have been way more of a bigger payoff.
You would have felt cheated.
I would have felt cheated, definitely.
Well, what if I told you, I just remembered something from the memory banks.
Oh, did you now?
It's very juicy. It's kind of has me torn apart inside because this is a polarizing, like, little fact. This movie was, you notice, like,
I
had...
I know what
you're saying.
I have no idea.
It had 5 writers. Originally 2 writers, because it had nothing to do with Cloverfield, and it was just an original movie. And then J.J. Abrams was producing it, and he said it felt like it needed to be part of something bigger, and he brought Damien Chazelle in, and he gave it the alien ending, and basically crowbarred the Cloverfield connection in at the end.
Like, shoehorned it in, basically.
Yeah, so, like, and it kind of...
connection. Which, now that you say that, I think I understand, I kind of see it.
I was glamored by the shock of, like, holy fuck, like, aliens, like, this is nuts, like, the intensity, but now that I'm taking a step back and looking at it, it is kind of a really forced, like, tonal shift.
Oh,
that's
definitely.
Like, jarring.
Turns into, like, that's one thing that I didn't like about it.
And then it just gets ridiculous for, like, that 10 minutes.
When she throws the cocktail, like, into the alien's, like, mouth. I'm
like, that's really good aim.
You're throwing up into on the spot.
Waited for the mouth.
She's in a car, in a truck, that's about to be completely engulfed by an alien, and she thinks to tear up a magazine, put it in the bottle of scotch, and make her own Molotov cocktail.
I thought she was going to have a drink and then just, like, accept death.
I mean,
So did
The
I.
average
I actually
person-
did.
The average person, which she is, I mean, she's not like
above
this,
average. Okay.
I mean, come on.
She's got a broken
it just
leg.
it was a little bit hard to sort
She's
of break
phenomenal.
that suspension of
It was
disbelief
jarring.
there.
It was
Definitely.
like,
She like, turned
reach.
into a superhero there for a second.
yeah.
It was, I don't know. I didn't love the tonal shift, how it turned into this like alien sci-fi thing.
I was reading the original ending was like, again, no aliens. It was just going to be kind of what I was saying, just like a thriller. And she would run into the barn or something, and John Goodman was going to chase her. And then she would blind him with the freeze spray, whatever it's
Nitrous
called.
oxide.
Nitrous oxide. My mind went blank. The freeze spray.
The cold stuff.
Um,
Instant cold.
She was going to blind him, and he was going to have a breakdown and confess to killing the girl and like tell her all about his tragic life, and then she was going to shoot him in the knee and like
Run away.
get in the car and drive away. And the final shot of the movie was going to be her removing the gas mask and taking a breath, and then fade to black with like no alien anything. But then Chazelle came in, and I guess kind of he was like coerced by JJ to write in the whole alien ending that we now got. Yeah, so, and like the article's like, I know what you're thinking. That alien ending felt really forced, right? Well, that's because it kind of was.
Well, here's the thing, Scott.
I kind of
You
agree.
said that you did not like the alien part. Like, you didn't like how it was done. But you also said you would have felt cheated if there wasn't one. How would you have done it?
Do you want to keep the aliens but not be so like full action?
I wouldn't have done an alien one. I would have done the monsters
up
rampages
metaphor?
way across America, and it's wound it up like close by.
That's what I was expecting.
Yeah.
That's what I thought they were going to do. I thought she was going to finally break out, and then it was going to be kind of like around there somewhere.
Yeah.
Basically, like when the dog like came through the like alien like creature.
Yeah, I thought that'd be like one of the little spider things that he was dropping off in the first one.
something like
the
that.
armored armadillo looking
Yeah,
thing?
just I don't know the way they executed it. Like, it felt jarring, like you said.
Was
tonal.
apparently.
Like,
It
gotta
feels
agree
like
with
they
that.
brought in a new writer and rewrote the ending to force it into a Cloverfield connection.
yeah, like
So
I
that's what
felt
they
like if they went with that original ending, or even if it did find out that it was aliens, just it didn't have to be that super actiony like battle.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's what I wanted. Yeah, exactly. They could have like tweaked it, like still have the aliens, but make it more horror.
Where she like runs away instead of like trying to confront them.
And then wins.
Well, she does try and kind of run away, but like just actually have her like get in the car and drive away and be like, "What the fuck?"
See, the only thing with that is I was explaining. Emily was saying like she hated that she like fought it and everything, right? And I was explaining to her the only thing I like about that is it shows she's had a full character arc, because earlier in the movie she gives that speech where she's crying about how all she ever does is run away from her problems, and all she does is panic, and she's a coward, and she wishes she
True.
could have stopped that dad from beating that daughter. So it's telling Emily like this is her moment to, like, her killing that alien was her defending the little girl and stopping the dad from beating the girl type thing.
That's fair. That's fair. You got me on that.
Yeah.
And then when she gets a message that Houston needs help,
Houston, we have a problem.
Emily's like, it's so dumb, like she should have just driven away and like tried to save herself. And I was like, no, that she would have learned nothing from this whole experience then. That would be her running away from her problems again.
Yeah, but at the same time, what was going through her mind though is like, if you have any sort of military experience or any sort of medical experience, please come to Houston. Well, I
She
gave
just killed a massive alien.
I just gave stitches.
Yeah,
I
she
gave
has
stitches
fought
once,
an alien.
so I'm going to go to Houston.
They blow up really easily. Back
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's her defending the little girl from the dad.
Yeah.
She's not running away from the problem. She's like facing it head on.
What do you guys think of that final reveal of when she's driving to Houston and there's like the flash of lightning? It's like a big, massive alien ship. Like,
I thought it was unnecessary.
You guys can't see my face, but it's like, come on, son. Like, come on. Are you fucking kidding me? Terrible.
yeah,
Yeah. So we didn't need that there. We know.
but
Like,
you loved it.
there was that one alien
But I
ship.
loved
She beat it. We're done, right?
But,
It's like, no, obviously there's more ships. That was just... That was unnecessary.
Literally, me and Emily were talking about this. If you cut out, like, the alien picking up the truck and her blowing it up, literally just cut that scene right out of the movie, it's great.
Actually, yeah.
Like, just cut that cocktail bomb right out. Just have her running away from the dog, and then how did it get from her running away from like the worm thing or whatever it is?
She gets in the car and then she gets picked up.
Yeah.
And that's how she got away from the creature.
Oh, she hid inside
Yeah,
the
the
shed.
big like flying creature like called off the little dog thing.
Yeah, just think of any other way for her to escape the little dog thing.
Like she should have, killed it in some like Molotov cocktail way.
Sure,
The
Not the
dog
big
thing,
guy,
and then
though.
and then drive away, and then
exactly. And then like Houston, we need blah blah blah. Like literally, just cut out her bombing the ship. I feel like they were like, okay, we're selling this as a Cloverfield thing, so we need to throw in some like big sci-fi action sequence 'cause for all the like casual moviegoers that are like, what? Nothing happened in this movie. This is bullshit. Because my cousin Kyle, shout out, literally saw it and was like, I hated it. Nothing happened till the end. The end. If the whole movie was like the end, I would have loved it. So like, I feel like they're pandering to that person who
Unreal.
says that, right?
that's unreal.
Am I right? Like, do you
You're
guys
right.
agree?
You're 100% right.
Because like they
Because stuff happened.
stuff happened. There was no aliens, but stuff happened.
A body got dissolved and we partially saw it dissolved,
Yeah,
which was
George.
They
no,
had that
George
shot in the
Clooney.
face. I love that part. I was like, whoa! Like that was
I
fucking
did not see
dark.
that coming.
I didn't see it necessarily. I knew like he was going to do something to him.
I
Like,
thought he was gonna like dunk his hand
or
in
something.
the acid and be like, "Oh, I accept your apology." He was gonna shake his hand and like dunk his good hand. Like,
yeah, or like actually even like take
that's
his.
what I was expecting.
Part of me actually thought like he might take his face, like I accept your apology, and take his face and like put his face in it.
Oh yeah,
Like
that's
I
it.
thought that too,
That's
but
what
like
was in my head.
he just shot him. Like there was, yeah, like point blank
ruthless.
shot him in the face.
And then she sees the flash of the dissolving body.
Yeah.
That was intense.
That was
I loved it. Like when I say I loved it because it was just a suspense ride.
Yeah.
Like it was a fun experience. I was like heart pounding out of my chest the whole movie.
like there's one moment that stood out for me, and that was the was it Taboo they were playing? I'm not sure what game it was when they say the words and they're trying to figure out what the word is.
Yes, amazing,
And
hilarious.
when the Santa Claus was the word.
Yeah.
I'm always watching you.
I know what you're doing.
He's like, I'm not sure what you're getting at, Howard.
And they're like getting all super nervous and thinking that he's actually onto them.
Right.
And then Mary Elizabeth Winestead's like, it's Santa Claus. Santa. And he's like, yeah.
Very good.
How
Pretty good.
Still
creepy
keeping
was
that
it
point,
that
though.
he looked at her and did not see her as a woman at all? He only saw her as a girl.
Right?
Yeah,
That ties into
A
the
child.
Megan thing.
yeah.
Because I, again, was doing some research in the old memory banks here. And
You literally just saw the movie like an hour and a half ago. Have you done research?
I've been doing research, buddy. They did a viral campaign for this, and they did a little thing where you could unlock a letter from Howard to Megan saying like, "Hey, your mother won't let me email you anymore. Like she's blocked me, but don't worry, I have this bunker made. Like we can run away and be together here and be alone and be safe from like your parents and all that."
Really?
Yeah.
And that's the girl that he kidnapped
Mm-hmm.
and presumably dissolved.
Yeah, straight up dissolved
Yeah.
her, and yeah. So like that's horrifying.
It's an interesting little.
What was I connecting that to?
I
No
don't
idea.
no idea. We were talking about Santa Claus, the Santa Claus.
Oh,
how he doesn't
Doesn't see
see.
her as only sees
her
her as
as
a
a-
child.
he's
or
got the
girl.
blinders on. He only sees women as like his daughter. It's like, disgusting.
Yeah, it's pretty bizarre.
It's creepy, right?
Yeah.
There
Creeps
was
me out.
one sidebar that was like unrelated to everything that I noticed when the two when they're comparing regrets. It's like this means absolutely nothing, but I just thought it was kind of funny, that little cross tie there. She's talking about how she saw this girl, her arm getting pulled on and pulled on and pulled on, and the guy she's talking to has a broken arm, and then he's talking about like running in track and like this is his life, and she's got a broken leg. Like it was kind of tied back and forth. Like it's totally
Did
like
not catch that.
it was
Deep.
yeah. Do you guys notice that, like, one of their arms was broken and then like
It's deep, man.
the other's leg was broken? What does it mean?
No idea.
You guys want to get high?
Nothing.
I guess it's just sort of an interesting, like, visual kind of cue there.
Yeah, like I doubt it was related at all, but it's just something that I picked up on.
I got
It's
a
subtle. It's subtle.
I got a deep reaching little fun fact for you boys.
Deeper than that.
Oh, it's fucked. So listen to this one. Okay, where do I begin? I also read in this viral campaign that they gave like a profile of Howard's character, like who he is and everything, like his whole background. He worked for, you know how he says he was in the Navy and he was like researching satellites or something like that? He works for a company that's in Cloverfield, the company that was doing the drilling in the ocean because they're trying to get an ingredient for this like drink called Slusho or something, or Slurpo.
Slusho.
It's like J.J. Abrams' like Easter egg that he like puts in all his movies.
Yeah.
Right? And so they are drilling to get this like secret ingredient that's in the ocean floor, and that's when they wake up the Cloverfield monster. But in this little like article, it's like a viral article saying that they knew what they were doing the whole time, and they know about this alien existence, but they were just trying to cover it up by saying they were like drilling. They were really like experimenting. Like it's the Slusho thing is like a cover up for this like CIA thing.
Slusho smoke screen.
Slusho smoke screen, yeah.
Whoa.
And so
Whoa.
Howard is like,
Smoke.
you know, a air quote crazy conspiracy
Engineer.
theorist because he knows the truth. And in the
So saying he
movie,
knows all about the aliens. The
Yeah.
actual reason he's not just.
That's why he was booking it home so
he
fast.
knows like what he's talking about is true because he knows
Yeah.
about the existence. And follow me here, Emmett jokingly says in the movie you should hear his theory on mutant space worms, and the creature at the end is referred to as a like worm alien creature. So like
Oh.
if you dig deep enough, he knows about these creatures because his company knows about the existence of these aliens.
It's
Interesting.
very interesting.
It's insane.
Did you guys happen to catch when she has to climb through the vent and fix like the air filtration system? As soon as she climbs out of the vent, there's a letterhead there. Did you guys catch that?
A letterhead?
There's a letter on the floor.
I did notice it, and I felt like it was an interesting sort of focus of that shot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On the
be
letter,
quick on-
but I didn't. It was too quick for
it
me
might
to
be
notice.
from
Something
Like
like
a
that. Yeah,
bill
that's what made me
company?
think of it.
yeah.
What do you mean?
Well,
She
when
like
she's-
steps on a letter that has like an
There's a
address
shot
on
of
it.
like her foot.
Howard something or other, Stumbler or something like that. Like she's like crawling out of the air vent, and like she puts her hand like or something like that on the letter. So like they film like her like, pushing herself up with her hand on the
shit.
letter.
Right, yeah.
So
yeah.
I was wondering if there was like some sort of relevance to it, but they didn't actually go back to it.
I didn't really explore that. But
If you guys catch it, like look at the letterhead and see if there's any like sort of relevance to it, like maybe there's like a return address or something like that on it, or like where it was from, because it seemed like it was going to be important.
it's probably a pretty small Easter egg. Like it's probably the company. Or something.
Yeah,
That's what I love about these Cloverfield movies, though. Like, if you do the research, there's so much like backstory that
There's a
isn't in the
little bit more
movie,
to it, yeah.
and it fulfills the movie a lot. Like, it increases
It
enjoyment.
adds to it. Yeah.
Like, I was gonna say, I was trying to see those orange sodas that they're drinking out of the bottles. I was trying to see if that was Slusho. It was
Yeah.
an S, but I couldn't make out the rest of the word.
It probably is.
yeah.
That would be amazing, but I
It
couldn't
probably is, but
make it out for sure.
yeah, I don't know if there was a moment where maybe from a distance there'll be a shot in the, if you look back, towards the kitchen or something like that, where you could see what bottle maybe.
Yeah, it's a movie where I'm going to be looking up articles like 10 Easter eggs in Cloverfield Lane.
Like that entire bunker was like a treasure trove for
Easter eggs, right?
Like it was like just the amount of stuff like on the walls and everything.
Like the book titles, I was trying to read them all as I
Yeah.
was like showing his books and like all that shit.
I was like, how funny would it have been if like that surviving a zombie apocalypse or surviving like an Armageddon, if that was like a gag book where like she spent all this time building this respirator.
Oh god.
So she gets outside and it's just a gag book and she just dies.
Oh, I love that
That would've
too.
been ruthless.
Because I was like, oh god, she's gonna build like a respirator and a whole toxic waste suit. Like, how would she possibly know that?
And
she grabs the book on it. I'm like, perfectly explained.
and
Good
he would
writing.
have that.
It was actually
He would have that.
executed well. Like I think
Yeah.
the suit.
shower.
Yeah,
curtain,
Mythos
like,
have
everything.
done like not tests on like chemicals and stuff, but like duct tape will like
It's a good seal.
it's good
Yeah.
seal, like temporary seal. It'll,
Really?
it'll do its
Yeah.
job, yeah. Like that's why you see a lot of people.
The Martian.
Where is it? It's in a movie or something
Yeah,
where
right.
like it might be Breaking Bad. I think when they're cooking meth, they have their gloves and they're duct taped onto the suit. There's something
Sounds familiar.
that's duct taped
Lost?
Might be Lost.
I remember
like
in
that.
Lost.
That happens a lot.
It's actually,
JJ.
oh my god, it's very similar to Lost. He's
Yeah.
like, when they're in the bunker, he's telling them you can't leave the bunker because the air's like chemicalized.
Yeah,
or whatever.
true.
Interesting.
Chemicalized air.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Scientifically chemicalized.
It's got like
It is.
chemicals in it and stuff.
Well, I want another Cloverfield movie. I can tell you that much.
I think I
hope
read somewhere
they
they're
don't
doing
take
a
8
third.
fucking years.
I wonder what direction he'll take it. If the
Well, the thing
first
that
one was found footage. This
right,
one was not.
this one was like a one-room
Standard.
thriller. I wonder what the next one will
Full.
be.
It's got to be full sci-fi action.
Yeah.
Full
I
on
think so.
Sweetie's in.
alien battle.
But that wouldn't. No, they're gonna.
Independence Day.
They're gonna
Yeah,
have to.
Resurgence.
Oh god, they're gonna have to keep it in line with
Wait,
Cloverfield.
is Independence Day research? Is that
Cloverfield 3?
Cloverfield 3?
Well, Cloverfield Lane didn't start as Cloverfield 2, so maybe they'll rewrite it at the last second.
Independence Day, Cloverfield.
But that's what,
Resurgence.
that's what I was gonna say though. Like the reason I don't know if there'll be a third one because this wasn't even the second one. This was a movie they were making 8 years later, and literally at the last second went, you know what? Throw Cloverfield in there. Make it the sequel.
That's just the JJ smokescreen.
Classic JJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. So there are talks.
I thought I read
don't
it could be a Sweetie story, but I think I heard that. I think I remember seeing like there's a third one being planned.
It's on the article title of something about JJ expanding the Cloververse.
the
Really?
Cloververse.
Yeah.
Clover.
I don't think he
shared
calls it
universe.
that. It's just what the article called it.
Love
The
that. idea.
Cloververse.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I'm tied in already.
Yeah, we'll see. I feel like if this does well at the box office, which I think it is,
It's doing pretty
doing
well,
decent.
actually, yeah.
I saw headlines saying doing better than expected.
Yeah, which is always good.
I think that might propel a sequel forward a little bit
For sure.
faster.
I don't know what went wrong the first time. The first one made money.
Well, I think JJ got busy with other projects. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
But he's not directing. He didn't direct the first one.
Well, okay. He was a big part of producing that.
Star Wars.
Yeah, he was hands-on for sure.
Very hands-on, and then he did Star Trek after that.
Yeah.
So he kind of got busy with the big franchises. But we got anything else to mention before we move on, or
Made $25 million.
It's pretty good.
Is that pretty good?
it's only Sunday?
It's opening.
Like a thriller like that? That's pretty decent.
Well, it's over now.
Plus, you saw the theater. Like you gotta take into account the
Yeah, it's been
the
3
numbers that are
days.
coming in now.
And it was like central, like one setting, so it couldn't have been a big budget.
News?
No.
Pretty good, I guess.
News?
Yeah, let's move on into our news topics of the week. Firstly, we're going to talk about a couple of trailers. First trailer this week is the latest Civil War, Captain America trailer. A little bit of a reveal happened during this trailer.
I haven't heard literally everywhere on Earth.
You
What
saw
reveals
Black
you
Panther
have?
without a costume on.
I have literally no
Actually,
idea
we
what you're
haven't.
talking about. Actually, we did.
But,
Yeah.
You do. You see him. in
Oh,
it.
shit.
Yeah, Tim, that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to ask. I was like, is that Chadwick Boseman?
Theory is,
I'm
He's
sorry. When? Sorry.
just after the explosion, you see like
His
the guy
face.
like crouched down and he's wearing a
A
suit
black
still.
man crouched, and he's like,
There's one more
Yeah.
quick cut too where you see him as well.
Wow, I totally.
you know,
Theory
missed
from
that.
Mr. Sunday Movies
shut up.
is that his dad probably gets blown up at that United Nations looking thing, and that's why he's kind of takes Tony Stark's side like immediately, and he probably will be present there
I learned.
representing whatever country he's from.
I heard more that it was. There's a talk that Winter Soldier might have killed Black Panther's father, and so that's why it's kind of like a revenge
No.
kind of thing.
Get hype. Why not?
Yeah, he's only been doing
He
assassinations.
killed Tony Stark's dad.
No, he didn't know. No, Hydra killed his dad. They never said that it was the Winter Soldier.
Where are you guys getting all these like crazy shit?
Winter Soldier killed Tony Stark's dad.
No. They died in a car accident that was from Hydra. They never said specifically the Winter Soldier did it.
Oh, okay.
Implied.
I've heard that. I think yeah.
They said there were assassinations. Like
That's from the comic though.
Yeah, and the movie. They touched on it in the movie briefly for like a second.
Not Winter Soldier killing
Yeah.
his dad.
Yeah,
What
there's
is it?
like a rap sheet of Winter Soldier in like the hits.
There's
that
a
he's
rap
done,
sheet of
and
Hydra
there's, like Tony
assassinations.
Stark on it.
So what more proof do you need?
Anyways, not in the trailer.
Yeah.
Trailer,
Not.
This is
yeah.
what we're talking about, really.
but
So yeah, what are overall thoughts about this trailer? I mean, I guess we should
Shit.
talk about the reveal of Spider-Man finally. Tim, let's start with you then.
Is that big news?
I'm a big Spider-Man fan.
Who's Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
I'm not sure he fits in the Marvel Cinematic Universe now that we've seen him. I don't know if he fits. Because everyone else has, like, pretty grounded-looking costumes. Like, Captain America's is, like, built as, like, a soldier's, like, uniform, essentially. And
Right.
Iron Man has, like, an iron suit, which obviously is enough. But everyone else is just, like, clad in, like, typical things. And then you get, like,
A cartoon.
bright-colored, clearly CGI costume.
Completely CGI'd.
I mean, there's a guy, this big green monster too.
Yeah, but that looks realistic
There's
though.
the
Yeah,
Norse, there's
that
the Norse
looks more-
god.
That looks more
Thunder.
realistic, though, than Spider-Man's costume in
It's
this.
grounded in reality, yeah. Big
Yeah.
green John Goodman-esque monster.
No, I don't think... I'm excited. I
Fully
want to
CGI.
see him, like, fully fledged out in the movie, not just him landing on a car. But... I
And
don't know.
what does Tony Stark say?
Underoos.
Apparently there's a history of him calling them that, because it looks like he's wearing, like,
I'm sorry,
pajamas.
what's
Yeah.
that word? You just said
Underoos.
I thought he was saying
don't know what that word
dungaroos.
is.
I don't know.
Underoos.
At first I heard on the roof.
That's what I
Again,
thought he was saying. On the
You
roof.
keep saying it. I don't know what that is.
Underoos. Under, then ROOS.
Like,
It's a type of, like, kids'
it?
underwear, because he's, like, looks like he's wearing pajamas.
That's amazing.
And he's a kid.
I love it.
apparently it's not-
Underoos? Like kangaroo?
Yeah.
Yes, but underwear.
This is a thing?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I've never heard it.
That's such an.
but-
I feel like that's such an obscure.
It
Like,
happens in the comics a lot, apparently.
That
but when he said that, I'm
I
like,
always
Tony,
buy.
what did you just say? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But now that I know that, that's perfect.
Yeah.
That's what Tony Stark would say to Spider-Man.
I also buy children's pajamas all the time.
I want to
The
get
other
you
ones
guys'
fit.
thoughts on
That's all I
on
got.
his voice. I don't know. Do you guys like his voice? Do you think that
All right,
fit?
I'm jumping in here. Everyone can step back.
Go ahead.
Love the trailer.
I'm stepping back.
Looks good. I'm impressed. I wasn't like super hyped for this movie because I'm getting like superhero team up fatigue, but it just looks like a great movie
Yeah.
regardless of whatever, right? Regardless of genre, blah blah blah. And then they throw my boy Spidey in at the end, back home with Disney, and he looks perfect. He looks like what I wanted as a kid to see. I want him to look CGI. I want him to look like a cartoon. I want him to be animated. I literally want Deadpool with no swearing or like gore. Like the eyes, I lost my shit when the eyes like moved.
Squinted, basically.
Squinted,
Yeah.
favorite part.
I like that. Because,
I don't know if people don't like it. I've heard some people be like, what's with this
well, the
eye?"
theory is that he has two costumes. One that he made himself, and then one that Tony Stark helps him with. That's probably the one that
Definitely Tony
helps
Stark
him.
helping him.
Because
Perfect. Love
there's,
it.
you can see on the black part, they're like lenses, essentially. So it looks like, yeah, you can hear like lens sounds.
If you hear it, yeah, you hear it
What do you think? What do you think that is? Like zooming in vision?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. And I love
Something.
the voice. Love it. It was both like the Peter Parker, like nervous 15-year-old, like
Scott just staring in disbelief right now.
like that. Hey everybody, channeled Spider-Man perfectly. Like what the character of Spider-Man is, nervous child, like having to be integrated into all these like adults in their team, and the cockiness.
You got nervous from that. He just webbed Captain America and stole his shield, and you think he's nervous.
Well, I'm not done. It was both. It was perfect. It was literally perfection in one line. It was a nervous 15-year-old having to like do what you just said, web Captain America, someone who he would idolize because he's 15, and then take his shield, and also be the quippy, like masked guy that he wants to be as Spider-Man, and just kind of like throw it in your face, like, oh, hey everybody. But he's also like Tom, what's his name? Tom Holland is going to be amazing. Like, I'm all in. I'm going full retard.
I did not like the voice.
You're
I
fucked.
don't know.
Kill yourself.
It just felt so jarring, that like little squeaky high school voice,
Sounded like a 15-year-old.
which he is,
Right.
but yet I don't know. It just felt, I don't know. It just felt so out of place.
So it wasn't the voice that got me. The voice I didn't mind. I think it was the suit that really bugged me. That's what really irks me. It was that like I think it was Tim that said it. All these like costumes, they look realistic practical, something you'd see, like it fits. Whereas you're looking at this, and it's just like it looks like they just took the cartoon from was it the 70s, and they just took him out and they just threw him on top of of the film.
That's all I've ever wanted.
I wanted to see him in it, and now that I have, I don't know if I like it or not.
I don't know. I don't know about fit. Like I never even thought of like when you guys. I see your guys' point when you compare that fit. I don't know, but that is for me perfect. Like epitome of Spider-Man. I was instantly like, Sony doesn't get Spider-Man. Disney gets Spider-Man.
Yeah, Sony doesn't get Spider-Man, but Amazing Spider-Man 2 is the best costume.
Oh fuck! I thought you were gonna say the best Spider-Man movie.
It's the worst Spider-Man movie, but it's the best costume.
It did have a great
I agree.
costume.
When that costume got revealed, that's the reason I went back and watched the first Spider-Man. Because I'm going to watch the sequel because they got the I assume they got the costume perfect. They got the rest of it perfect.
Yeah.
Could not be more wrong. But I don't know. I still don't love this costume. There's just slight
I love that
changes I don't love on
It's
it.
these weird stripes on
Yeah, I don't like the weird stripe on the
elbows
arm.
and knees and stuff.
Yeah,
Did you guys see the
love it.
logo of Spider-Man?
it's super tiny.
It looks like a June bug.
Yeah.
Like it looks like something you step on.
What are you talking about?
His the
On the
Spider-Man
chest.
logo in the chest. It looks like a 6-year-old drew it.
Really?
And it's like a circle with I don't think it's 8 legs on it. I'm pretty sure it's like 6.
It's got to be 8 legs.
Yeah, well you'd think so, but
It's Spider.
the suits. I already have questions about the suit logo. I'm still kind of in the air. Like it looks.
I feel like
bad.
they had to differentiate themselves from the previous Spider-Man movies, so
It was round, though.
They went for a slightly different design to differentiate themselves.
I get the juvenile thing, but this just looks
Which-
like kiddish. Like it didn't look good.
I don't necessarily love that idea because it seems like they're just doing it because they have to and they want to make themselves look different.
Yeah.
And not
Changing
because
the suit.
that's what the suit is or what it should be, or I don't know. It just felt like it was kind of, I don't know, like the reason why. I wish it was maybe a little bit closer to the original design, as opposed to just changing it just to change it. You know, I don't know. We'll see. I think it'll be fun.
What did you think of the trailer? You didn't really.
The trailer itself, I'm already on board from the first trailer.
Of course.
Yeah, this trailer's great
So-
too. You see some Ant-Man action, which I'm
Oh shit!
super pumped for.
Yeah,
Running up Iron Man's hand.
Did you see? Did you catch what happened?
Oh, yeah.
Hawkeye shot
Shot
him
it.
into
Yeah.
the air.
Yeah.
I just caught that
Yeah.
tonight. Amazing.
I did not catch that.
What?
You didn't catch it?
Did you watch the trailer?
When well, no, I didn't catch it the first 2 times. Hawkeye shoots that arrow
Yeah.
into the camera,
Yeah.
and it splits apart. Ant-Man's riding one of the.
Oh, see, I didn't.
Yeah.
I saw it split apart and everything. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
No,
bow
Ant-Man's
shot.
on that.
He jumps from like the tip of the arrow onto Tony Stark's Iron Man sleeve and like runs up
Yeah,
his
I did
arm.
not see that.
Probably gonna kick him in the head.
Probably.
Classic Ant-Man. Run up the arm, little head kick.
I guess, yeah, that makes sense.
Come on now.
But yeah, no, I'm definitely in with this movie. Honestly, I
Definitely
can't
not.
wait.
Yeah.
For this movie to come out.
I'm still kind of just weary about because we all knew how hyped I was for Age of Ultron.
You mention it every week. Yeah.
Again,
It changed your life.
did I bring this up already? No, I don't think so. No. So again, I'm weary.
What do you mean? Elaborate. Like
Well-
you're worried that it'll let you down.
Yeah, I'm still like because I was like Age of Ultron. I was super excited for it.
True.
Anthony Mackie said it was the best Marvel movie to date.
He also said that
So did James Gunn, right?
Yeah.
No. He said best Spider-Man to date.
Really?
He might have also said Civil War.
Best Spider-Man? That's ballsy.
Anthony
Yeah.
Mackie also said that he loved working with Mark Ruffalo in this movie, so I'm not really sure how much I can trust him.
He
It's
could.
true. He did say something along those lines.
Yeah.
Mark Ruffalo might be in it.
He could be.
It's all up in the air. I think with that we'll move on into our next news topic. Next, we're going to talk about a little film starring James Franco called The Aderol Diaries, also starring Ed Harris. What do we think of this trailer?
It was weird
Alright.
seeing James Franco and Ed Harris on screen at the same time.
He almost said it.
They're
Helps.
not.
God damn it.
That would have been weird.
No, Aderol looks terrible.
Don't care.
Looks like garbage.
Really?
Looks like garbage.
It looks like garbage.
Spider-Man tie-in.
I don't know if it's just a trailer that's poorly cut.
Franco.
Because that's a poorly cut trailer.
The trailer, I will.
Same with the trailer we just watched before that, which is that Trust movie.
Yeah.
which clearly has some comedic parts in it, but just
not
like
portrayed well.
it's so poorly cut that it's just like whoever's making those two trailers, because it's
DirecTV.
related companies, are just doing a terrible job.
DirecTV's like, TV's not working out for us. Let's break into movies.
Terrible job.
That line Franco delivers at the end is like so wooden. He just says like the truth or something. Like, what's the last two words he says? You know what I'm talking about? Does he say the truth?
Something about the truth.
So wooden.
Yeah.
So you're saying that you were
The
surprised
truth.
that James Franco wasn't an amazing actor?
No.
Surprised that you guys hate it that much.
I wouldn't
Okay.
say hate. I don't care.
I'm definitely intrigued by it.
I'm not passionate.
I
enough
want to
to
know,
hate.
like,
Yeah.
how, like, because they didn't give us a lot for this. Like, they gave us the name, the Aderol Diaries. But I want to
Apparently
know,
based on a best-selling book.
yeah, which I've never heard of.
Wow.
Like, I'd
They
love
made a
to,
movie based on a best-selling book.
I want to know how
That's crazy.
that title relates to the scene, the trailer that we saw.
And that's what you kind of get with a lot of like book adaptations. Like
Yeah.
the book title will be like a tie-in to something in the story, and there's
Yeah.
a lot more detail you can go into in a book. But when you just see the trailer and it's like, wait, why is it called Aderol Diaries?
Well, I don't know. Is like Aderol gonna like tie into this? Because like they showed like he's a struggling kind of writer. He was kind of like his Aderol was like maybe the Aderol was affecting his brain. Because like they said that his memory was a little fuzzy.
His last name is Aderol.
What? Oh, I thought you were serious.
I got super
my
bummed.
God.
I was like,
You went into that big explanation, just get demolished.
it's like
I sleep in a big bed with my
This movie also has Wilmer Valderrama in it.
no.
Oh yeah,
Well, I can confirm I'm out then, and I
Get
will
pumped.
never see it.
Yeah, I don't know. It
Oh,
just
I'm
looks
intrigued.
very run-of-the-mill.
made for TV, you might say.
Direct TV, perhaps.
Yeah.
Direct to TV, yeah.
Direct to TV.
What
All
else?
right, let's move on into another trailer.
Yeah,
then.
fucking look like shit. You're right. Keep
because
going.
No one gives a fuck about
Piece
this one.
of shit. I don't care.
Let's move on into a film called Pop Star. Never Stop, Never Stop, and
Wow.
starring Andy Samberg and a plethora of cameos
Yeah.
from other stars. Adam, do you care about this one?
Looks funny. It looks funny. I'm not hype or anything, but it looks pretty funny.
Looks pretty funny, he says.
I mean, is it rated R? What's the rating on this puppy?
Judd Apatow, does he do R? I don't know much of this stuff.
He only does R, yeah.
And
Is this Judd Apatow?
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he directed
I don't
it.
think he directed it, but it's.
Oh, he's not directing it?
No.
So he's like the Spielberg of comedies. He just
Yes.
Puts
Toss his
name on
name on
everything.
anything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anything and everything.
ruthless.
Yeah.
If it's rated R, I'll be more hyped because they can't show the good jokes in the trailer. But I like what I saw, for sure.
Yeah,
The cameos were pretty funny. Like, yeah, it looks funny. Looks witty.
I did laugh at the trailer, but then yet
Are you going to destroy me now and say I'm retarded? Did you like it?
no, I'm weary of Andy Samberg. I'm not a huge fan of his.
Ooh,
brand of comedy.
ruthless.
You should get on the Brooklyn Nine-Nine train,
Yeah, huge Sandberg fan.
because I'm pretty excited for this movie
Don't
now.
do that.
Like on one hand, it looks funny, but then I'm afraid.
It looks amazing, Scott.
Well,
Looks funny.
I'm just afraid that it just that it
I'm
might.
just afraid.
I don't know. That's just not going to hit for me when I watch it. I don't know.
Well, how long has this
if I
been,
watch it,
How long has this been sitting? Like, I heard they've been trying to do this for a while.
really.
Yeah, they've been trying to get this movie off the. They've tried to get this movie greenlit for a while, and that's what I heard. So, like, I would definitely like to see what he can do because I do love Andy Samberg. I think he's very, very like. Look at the Lonely Island, extremely creative. All their stuff, I find all their stuff very funny. Just to make a
I mean, he has done films before.
yeah, but like this is
Notably
like
with Adam Sandler.
yes, but I'm looking at like Lonely Island
It's
as
a
a
great-
whole though.
Critical destruction, basically.
Critical destruction.
So that's why I'm weary. That's why I'm nervous.
But he's got creative control on this one.
Yeah.
He's not in the Sandler
Yeah,
sandbox.
the
The Sandler box?
this
Thanks, guys.
Sandler's touch of death isn't going anywhere near this, so I think they should be fine.
The Sandler kiss of death.
Yeah,
yeah. Again, I don't know.
you're still weary.
It does feel like a skit, like a sketch.
Yeah. Looks like an SNL
That-
digital short.
But then you have to stretch it
It's
out.
like 90 minutes long though.
You have to stretch it out into a film. So I'm again.
Well, they haven't shown us much.
It's kind of like the Key and Peele, like Keanu thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, will it actually be able to sustain a full 90 minutes of a film and still, maintain that comedic level that you want it to?
I think so. I think
We'll see. Tim, what are your thoughts?
Looks funny.
Good.
That's all I got.
Looks funny.
Gripping.
Nice.
Gripping stuff from Tim, as usual.
Let's shift gears then a bit. Some other news. This is big news, guys.
Oh, fuck. Here we go.
This is big news. J.K. Simmons has been cast in not the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the DC Cinematic Universe, as Commissioner Gordon in Justice League? In BVS?
Yeah. Justice League?
Justice League.
I hope it's not BVS.
No.
Not BVS.
Okay.
In Justice League. Commissioner Gordon, J.K. Simmons. What do you guys think of this? Tim?
Tim's gearing up to say something here.
Classic DC. Where they've done something good by attracting the talents of J.K. Simmons,
Right.
but then going back on previous stated facts that in their universe, Commissioner Gordon was long and dead. Clearly, no one is running this boat, and they're just taking this story wherever they want.
When was that statement made?
A while ago.
I do remember that.
They're like, he doesn't exist in
You're
this
blowing my mind
universe.
right now.
He's dead. And then they're like, nope, he's going to pop up in Justice League along with 12 other characters.
Wow.
And he's going to get wasted, I think.
Wasted?
Yeah.
Like-
He's not, like, J.K. Simmons is going to get drunk on, no, I'm kidding. He's going to probably be in, like, a couple scenes. Maybe, right? Like, I don't know.
Like just a bit character.
Also an odd choice for him to be playing.
I thought so, but this isn't going to be the
J.K.
same.
Simmons as Lex Luthor. Quite good.
Interesting.
Him as Commissioner Gordon, odd because he looks weird with hair. Although he would probably rock that mustache like a champ.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
As we know he does actually because
he'll crush that.
we've seen him play
Spider-Man.
the best comic book casting of all time.
Yeah.
J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson.
Doesn't this crush your guys' dreams though that
That he's coming
J.K.
back?
could return
I
as
know.
J. Jonah Jameson?
He's literally
Because
the
it kind of
best.
crushed my dreams.
He's the best casting.
Because even in
Of all
an
time.
interview
Oh, yeah.
recently, like he was interviewed recently, and he made a statement something along the lines of like, "Hey, if they ask me to return, like I'd love to return
There's been
to
talks.
J. Jonah Jameson."
Why haven't they asked him yet?
And
Like,
then
that's
yet
what's
a week
bugging
or
me.
two later, it was confirmed that he was cast as Commissioner Gordon.
It's like, what?
I have a conspiracy
So-
theory that
J. Jonah in a superhero movie? Ah, DC.
I have a conspiracy theory that J.K. doesn't know the difference between Marvel and DC because he was on Stern and he was like, yeah, whichever. He's like, there's been talks. We've been talking about me doing another one of those. And I think he just doesn't know, like, Spider-Man, DC.
I'll
He
take
just
it.
thinks they're all the same.
Spider-Man,
He has
Batman,
no
Spider-Man,
idea.
Batman. I'll take
It'd be
it.
funny if he shows up on set of Justice League. He's like, so I'm yelling at Spider-Man today, right? They're like, what? He's like, same character I played like a few years ago, right?
He just doesn't
No.
realize
He
that.
just shows up with his own pictures of Spider-Man.
Clark!
Ready to yell.
Get in here. You have any pictures of the bat yet? You're fired. Get out. You're rehard. Freelance. That would be nice.
That would be
Daily,
great.
he'll be at the Daily Planet. J. Jonah Jameson. DC smoke
You're
screen.
fired. Get out. No, wait, come back. Freelance.
He's like,
I will weigh in.
Yes, Adam. What are your
The
thoughts?
chosen one will speak. I'm fucking hype. DC finally gets a W. He's amazing. Academy Award winner.
I wouldn't say a W.
One of my favorite character actors.
WB.
He's perfect for Commissioner Gordon. You guys are fucked.
Oh no, I think he's amazing as Commissioner Gordon. I think he would do really well as that. But
Didn't you just say you don't want it? Or
that's
don't
what Tim
like it?
said. I just agree with his. I agreed with how much he hates DC.
Right.
Yeah.
no, I said it's good that they got him.
What
It wasn't my first choice for him to be playing Commissioner Gordon.
Gordon. Do
And
you think he's
also
good as
that
well?
they've said that character is dead.
Oh, that's another thing. I just looked it up. No one confirmed that. That was all like rumor. No DC people confirmed that. That was all like, this is why Gordon hasn't been in the trailers. It was like cinema blend. and like
My personal fave.
some other Tyler website. So that was all rumors. That,
Oh,
that
how
was
can you
never
connect the dots if he's not in the trailer, so he's dead?
It's bullshit. Right? It's like unnamed source claims within DC Gordon's actually dead. Bullshit.
Okay.
So that was all bullshit.
Well, then count me hyped.
Let me just dispel that real quick.
No,
how could you not be hyped? Isn't he like perfect?
I would love
Am I
to.
stupid?
Like
Tell
seeing
me.
him like in the trench coat with a megaphone. How could you not see that?
With the glasses, the trench coat.
Yeah, I didn't see glasses,
It's pretty good
but
casting.
I guess I could
I'll
come
agree.
around to glasses.
No, Commissioner Gordon has glasses.
Yeah, but I didn't picture him with glasses.
Okay.
I did love like Gary Oldman as Commissioner Gordon.
Did or didn't?
I did.
Yeah, he was
Like
amazing.
he was like pretty spot
like,
on.
For that
But if
movie,
you're gonna
though.
get someone else, you have to.
I don't think he was on the nose though. Like I never would have thought of Gary Oldman for Commissioner Gordon before I saw it. But he's such a chameleon. He was,
Yeah, he just
played it to
transformed into
perfection.
Gordon. Yeah.
but like J.K. is like looks like Commissioner Gordon. I will say that for DC, like Ben Affleck, Batman, Henry Cavill, Superman, they're spot on. Like
Their
just
casting.
photo realistic, just perfection, like from plucking right out of the comic book page.
Definitely.
Okay, I'll give him that. Still can't stand them.
All right, let's move on then into our final news topic. Sort of a double news thing here also. This has to do with the Ghostbusters universe, which is now expanding. It's been confirmed that the Russo brothers, the director of the upcoming Captain America: Civil War, as well as the Captain America: Winter Soldier, will be directing a live-action Ghostbusters film starring Channing Tatum. Also being produced by Ivan Reitman, who worked on the original Ghostbusters. And also another news topic that came out this week is that there will be an animated Ghostbusters film coming out to be directed by Fletcher Moles, who directed some Clash of Clans
Fletch.
commercials.
His work is known.
His work is known.
Working with great
work
names
is known.
like Christoph Waltz and James
Let's-
Corden, and that's it.
Let's start with the Russo brothers with the live action. What are you guys' thoughts on the Russo brothers and Channing Tatum joining this Ghostbusters new expanded universe?
I'm interested
Tim?
to see Russo brothers dip back into comedy because they were Parks and Rec directors or Office directors. One of the two. Both. Adam's saying both.
Now, why I'm mouthing both to Tim.
Adam,
You can speak
quiet.
up.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see them back in the comedy.
Yeah,
And
I
then
kinda
also
forget
with
that
their
they did that
refined
before.
action from directing Captain America movies, it could be a nice blend.
I think it's fucking sick.
Yeah.
And it sounds way better than the garbage-looking female one. Sorry, Ty.
It's not even because they're female. Don't worry, Ty.
I mean,
It's
we
just-
don't
it
know
looks like a
anything about
terrible
the
movie.
story,
No.
what direction they're going, but
I have an
They
open
just seem
mind.
perfect.
That's it. I just have an open mind.
Do you
about
think
it.
it's going to be like the regular crew? Channing Tatum, Jonah Hill, that guys? I would love to
James
see
Franco
Jay
and Seth
Baruchel
Rogen.
in this.
You're blowing my
I
mind.
think that'd be great.
That's my dream. I pray that's the case.
Jay
I don't
Baruchel,
know.
Channing Tatum, Jonah Hill, Craig D. Robinson?
Who's that again?
Craig Robinson?
Yeah. Craig
Is
Robinson.
that who I'm thinking of? What's he in?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
The Office.
Don't watch it. Oh, the yeah,
Warehouse
like a
worker.
mini fro.
Yeah.
Yeah, sick.
Hot Tub Time Machine.
Perfect. I'm in. Let's
Zack
go.
and Mary making porno. He's
Yeah.
in like a bunch. Of
He's
stuff.
hilarious.
Right.
Absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
When they did when they'll died it.
Did you guys think they'll
Perfect.
play
Perfection.
the same characters as the original, or
Oh god,
is it
I
a
hope
new
not.
crew?
No, I'll hate that. Let me clarify. If it's like a remake, no.
Like shot for shot kind of thing?
No. I don't think so, Buster Brown. We gotta make that a reboot, not a remake, not a sequel, a reboot.
with the new characters?
New characters,
Completely
all new. Timmy Boy said it best. Russo's have found their calling with like action sequences. We'll have some great action sequences in there. It'll be funny because they're naturally funny. They also did Arrested Development, so they've got a great resume of comedy. It's fucking perfect.
But so how is this new Ghostbusters team gonna relate to the female version?
Yeah, apparently shared universe. Like Channing Tatum's
Yeah,
gonna
obviously.
collide with the female one, assuming it doesn't bomb.
Here's my theory, if that's true. I didn't know that was true. The female ones seems like they're all actual bona fide scientists. These guys, I think, find the original 4 packs and just decide to start busting ghosts, and they don't know what they're doing.
There's nothing behind them at all.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
They're just
That'd be awesome.
meatheads going out.
But would they join and have the same headquarters in the fire hall, or
I could see them both showing up if they ever do a shared movie, both showing up to the same call and being like, "What the fuck?
What the hell are you guys?"
We're the real Ghostbusters."
Yeah,
The name of
that's
the cartoon is called the Real Ghostbusters.
the
and
end
then
credits
there's
is they meet up with the female cast or something.
Yeah.
Do you get
I'm pumped now.
But is that too similar? Do you think the Channing Tatum movie could be totally different and not be another team
will
up?
it even be set in New York City?
That could be
we don't
a
even
different
know.
place,
It could be L.A. or something.
I'll tell you what's
Could be
crawling through
L.A.
my
ghosts.
mind right now. I'm wondering if Rick Moranis will reprise his role as the Keymaster.
I think he's a little bit busy looking after his kids.
And that is it.
He's a busy guy.
Sigourney Weaver
Is he being a
as the
dad?
gatekeeper.
Apparently, she's going to be in the female one.
What?
Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, that's so... I was joking. That's amazing.
Bill Murray and Sigourney Weaver in the female one.
We still don't know if they're playing their characters or not, though.
Yeah.
That's still up in the air.
Is
They
the-
could just be cameos.
That would be
black
so
guy
amazing.
in the female one,
Ernie Hudson?
Ernie Hudson.
I think so. I think most of them are, actually.
And Dan Aykroyd,
In
right?
some sort of form. Again, we don't know if they're playing their original characters
Is
or
Harold
not.
Ramis going to be in the
No.
female one as a ghost?
Oh.
No?
Oh.
They resurrected him
Okay.
for that role.
Twinkies, yeah or nay? We gotta have them in there.
Wow. So yeah, I mean,
Classics.
definitely would be interesting seeing who else they cast
Yeah.
in the upcoming
If anyone.
male-led Ghostbusters. Let's move on though into the other news, the animated Ghostbusters. What do you guys think of that director? You guys think that director, Fletcher?
Bold choice.
Yeah, that's one way to say it.
Didn't they try this already and
Bold,
fail the
all right.
television show?
Television show was
Whoa.
fantastic.
That was
Wait,
not
wait.
a failure. How dare you, sir?
Which one are you talking about? There was one recently, I think.
There was one that was shit.
There's a classic one that was
It's
amazing.
a classic 80s cartoon one, which is amazing.
No, not that one.
With the guy who voiced Garfield.
Oh.
Bill Murray.
No. The cartoon Garfield. You always go to the worst versions of everything. It's amazing. Every time.
But it made sense. He was in Ghostbusters.
It is amazing. You do have a talent, I will admit.
Talent for schlock.
I'm gonna sit here in
Schlock
silence.
I'll see.
It'd be interesting to see how this goes. If it's more childish or... I don't know.
Yeah,
Interesting.
what characters? Is it going to be the original characters, animated?
Continuing on their story animated style.
I could see that, because that's one way to bring them back,
yeah.
basically.
And then tie in...
Without having to have them all... they're obviously all, old now.
Yeah.
You don't have to get them running around in suits fighting ghosts anymore.
Yeah.
You can just animate it, but have the same characters.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that's one way that they can sort of bring back the old characters.
That makes sense.
We
I
go
can see
through
that being
animated.
the case.
Animated road. I'm nervous about the director, though.
Yeah.
Clash of Clans commercials? That's what you've done before this? You're going to jump into a big blockbuster vehicle like this? That scares me.
Has he
He's
done
worked in animation. at
Yeah,
least.
so does he have anything else tying him to his name? Has he written anything? Has he done?
I'm checking the memory banks real quick on him.
I'm going to
'Cause-
assume he didn't even write the commercials that he directed.
No.
Well, they're for games.
Ruthless.
Really, I only liked them because James Corden was in them. So
Who's in one?
okay, so I like that.
Your thoughts, though, Tyler, on that?
On the animated one, I didn't watch the actual animated series, so I don't have much tie to this.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so
Remains to be seen.
yeah, it's up in the air. I'm indifferent as of right now,
Well,
at least until we know more about it.
Adam, what do you got for us?
Give me some good news, buddy. Give me some good news.
prepare your ears, my friend. Fletcher Moles, quite the resume.
He does sound like a character from Harry Potter, I will say.
Fletcher Mose.
The
Hufflepuff.
directing credits right now, 1. Ghostbusters animated movie.
Good.
So there's that. He was the creature technician on a little film I like to call Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones.
good.
Anyone? He was also
Was he just
visual
he worked on
effects
some
supervisor on a short film
skills,
called This Way Up. You heard me. He was also prop designer on The Matrix.
Wow.
So
plethora of talent.
The props in this animated film will be sick, if nothing else.
Those packs will look great.
The props, the physical props in the animated film will be great.
Exactly.
The animated props.
So he's fully prepared to lead this film.
He very well could be doing this movie for free.
It's definitely the best choice.
Very possible.
Guys, just give me a chance, please.
If you do it for free, you're in, Fletch. I'm in.
I'm not doing anything. I'm
Pro
in.
bono.
I'll pay you guys to let me direct this.
I just finished my commercials. I'm so in.
I don't know if he's like Dan Aykroyd's son and he's like blackmailing. I don't know what the deal is.
I mean, maybe he just had a great pitch, you know, but
That's some pitch.
Come on, Dad.
it seems odd. It seems like an odd choice for me, but who knows? I mean, with a lot of these other films, I mean, you don't always go for the obvious choice.
We've seen first-time directors do great things. So
Tonight. I saw it.
Tim
So-
directing this episode.
yeah, Tim, you're doing great.
Thank you.
See,
Behind the camera. I mean, Mike.
Producer, I guess, really. I fucking hate producers.
Wow.
I think with that, we'll end episode 36 of the Up Relay podcast.
You can follow us on Twitter at UpRealLates, and you can follow myself on Letterboxd at UpRealTim.
you can follow us on Facebook at Up Relay Podcast, as well as on Instagram at Up Relay Podcast. You can also find me on the Letterboxd at UpRealTye, Tye.
You can find me on Twitter at Franey25, FRANEY25, and on Letterboxd and Instagram at UpRealAdam.
You can follow me, Scott, on Letterboxd, UpRealScott. And again, don't forget to like, comment in the comment section below, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you guys. Keep it real.
Oh.